Good afternoon. I'm Chief Robert McCullough of the Baltimore County Police Department. Today we are here to announce a significant development in a 29-year-old case that's been pursued by our Criminal Investigations Bureau. Specifically, detectives assigned to our Cold Case and Missing Persons Squad. We are here to announce a major break in one of our cold case investigations dating back to 1996. This major achievement speaks to our detectives' dedication and unwavering commitment to solving some of the department's most challenging cases, regardless of how much time has passed. Additionally, I would like to extend our gratitude to DNA Labs International for their assistance in developing leads that have helped our detectives uncover new evidence in this ongoing investigation that spans nearly 3 decades. Thanks to advancements in forensic science and the application of genetic genealogy, we have identified the deceased woman whose remains were found along Falls Road in 1996 as 20-year-old Leoria Smith, a young woman who disappeared 12 years earlier in 1984. At the time of her disappearance, Leoria had an infant daughter who is here with us today. We hope that today's announcement brings you some sense of peace. We will continue to seek answers into your mother's death and the circumstances surrounding it. Once again, I commend our detectives, past and present, who have worked tirelessly on this case, as well as the members of our Forensic Services section. Your collaboration has been instrumental in developing leads in this case. Thank you. I would now like to introduce Corporal Donna Carter with our Cold Case and Missing Persons Squad. Corporal.
Thank you, Chief McCullough. Good afternoon. First, I want to start by providing a brief timeline of the case that we have so far. Tree trimmers working in the 17,000 block of Falls Road located the remains of an unidentified female off the roadway in March of 1996. Detectives worked on the case for decades with no substantial leads. In partnership with DNA Labs International, a forensic genetic genealogy investigation began in 2021. After subsequent interviews by detectives and additional testing, the deceased woman was identified earlier this month as 20-year-old Leoria Smith. Since her identification, detectives learned that Leoria went out to celebrate her birthday at the club Underground in November of 1984. This is possibly the last time that she was seen alive. That club was located on Edmondson Avenue in Baltimore City at that time. Once again, we would like to extend our appreciation to DNA Labs International for their assistance with this case. At this time, we are asking for the public's assistance with this investigation. Knowing her identity is just the first step. We are urging anyone who may have known Leoria, anybody who may have photographs of Leoria, or anybody who may have information relating to her death to please contact the Baltimore County Police Department's Homicide and Missing Persons Unit. I want to just let everybody know that no detail is too small in this case. Even if you knew her, we're asking that you please step forward and call our unit. If you have any information at all, please contact the Homicide Unit at 410-887-3943. Thank you. Sure, so I'll start with how we found out that she had a child, and it all has to do with the forensic genetic genealogy in general. So in partnership with DNA Labs, basically they obtain a specific type of DNA sample. From there, they input it, and they, through private companies, obtain a family tree. From there, they provide us with leads, and we have to conduct additional interviews and additional testing in order to see and basically break down that tree and get to where we need to be to identify somebody who may be related to the deceased individual. And so in that case, that's what was done, and we were able to locate Leoria's daughter, who is here with us today.
Can we ask you both, this was your mother?
It's something that I want to answer for a very long time, but it was caught by surprise because I wasn't expecting it to happen at the time that it did. And I'm kind of glad that everyone's still working so hard to find out what happened to her and figure it out. I truly appreciate y'all. But it's mixed emotions because I'm still sad that I don't have a mother. And I lost so much for 40-something years. And my kids never got the experience of grandmother. So it's a lot of mixed emotions. But I'm happy that she can get put to rest properly. You're welcome.
Is there anything else you want to say from the family? Any message you want to get out there right now as we share this?
I want the world to look high and low and see if they could just find anything in reference to her to know what happened, and so she can have justice all the way through. The person who did this should not still be walking around like nothing happened. That would be all.
So and you were pretty young when she died, correct?
Correct. I never really got to meet her because I was an infant.
So what does that feel like, the fact that someone you never got to meet, but it's still this great sense of closure, I'm sure. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
It's more so, like, there's a lot of stuff I lost that I couldn't get back, and it'll never be replaced, no matter from nobody. But the justice would be the person not walking around getting away or doing this to someone else. And I always have missed her because I never got to experience what I seen other little kids experience and do with their families and stuff. And a lot of people out there say, we got you, we love you, I'm like mom, but it's never the same. It's never the same. So me and my family, we
pulled through. We really don't have any family, so knowing that we had a grandmother taken from us that we would never get to meet. I have 3 other little sisters. Sorry.
She got 3 other little sisters.
That would never get to meet their grandmother. We don't have any other grandparents other than my grandfather, and it would have been nice to know who she would have been. It would have been nice to have a grandmother to call. All I have is my mother. I don't have no father. So watch her go through that and sometimes bring it up and wonder what happened to her, or what happened to her, or what if.
It's okay.
Because I said I was not going to get on TV and cry. But, yeah. I appreciate everybody that's working hard to find what happened, who done this, who have came all together and found the evidence, found us. Actually, they called me because they couldn't find anyone else. And then when I got the phone call, it kind of threw me off because we only know one person that has went missing in our family, and that's the only person my mom ever talked about was her mother. So when he was asking questions, I couldn't answer anything because I never got to meet her. I never got the chance to see what it would be like to have a grandmother. So I say, if anybody can find anything or know anything, please come forward and help us put my grandmother to rest peacefully.
Once again, we want to thank everyone for coming out this afternoon. We want to thank her family for being here, and we want to thank our investigators. Really appreciate everything that you all have been doing in CIB to work on this case, and not only this case, other cases like it in Baltimore County. I want to thank the men and women of the Baltimore County Police Department for everything that they do every day to keep Baltimore County safe. And once again, thank you for being here. And anyone that may have information about this case or any other case, we ask you to contact the Baltimore County Police. Thank you again.
May I ask one more question?
Yes.
So she had been missing for 12 years. Was she reported missing? So this was out there? Was there no report?
Let's you answer that.
What was the situation with that?
So we weren't able to track down any report indicating that she had been reported missing. But again, that was in 1984, so systems have changed through the years. But as far as we know, she was not reported missing.
So we have the identification of the victim. How close does this get you to actually solving the case or finding the suspect?
So this is truly the first step, like I said, because without knowing who she was, we wouldn't know where she had been or who she may have been with at the time that, she passed away. So this is truly the first step, and that's why we're asking anybody who knew her at all or may have seen her out at that club ever, not even just that night that she went out celebrating her birthday, to please contact us. That way we can, follow up on any leads and see where it takes us.
I do have one more question.
At this time, we do not have any photos of her, which is why, again, we're urging anybody that has any photos of her, really from any time, even from childhood. As they said, they're the only family that's left. So we're looking for anybody who has photos of her from any time at all to please come forward and contact us.